Thanks for watching Here to Stay TV, powered by Bridge Street. I'm Glenn Hausman, coming at you from the Global Business Travel Association meeting here in San Diego. And I had Mr. Dan Ruch with me. He's the CEO of Rocketrip. Interesting company, what you're doing. We're really going to get into a conversation here about psychology and altering customer behavior through incentives. Tell me a little bit about what you do and how it applies to the hospitality industry these days.
Sure. So Rocketrip is a behavioral change platform. We provide our solution to, and in partnership with the best-in-class providers of travel management solutions to the corporate travel industry. We effectively attempt to predict expected behavior or intended behavior, and then motivate and reward employees for outstanding decisions, exceptional decisions, going above and beyond the call of duty. If they're allowed to fly business class, motivated and rewarded to fly coach. If they're allowed to stay in a 4-star hotel, we motivate them, reward them to stay in a 3-star hotel, to stay with a friend. Any kind of behavior that you can't force within an existing company policy, but you can motivate, and it's just a question of the value exchange.
Interesting. So how does that actually play out in the real world? Because I know people like to be rewarded, but they also like spending other people's money.
That's a great point. And so the answer is choice. The answer is we're not forcing anyone to do anything. I'm not telling Glenn you have to stay with a friend. I'm not telling you you have to take a connecting flight. I'm giving you the option. I'm saying our policy is you're allowed to fly business class over 6 hours, and you're allowed to stay at the Westin. I'll make you a deal.
Okay.
For every dollar you spend below the expected budget to beat, half of that savings goes to me and half of that savings goes to you. And if you care about business class more than you care about your kids' tuition, or you care about your family vacation, or you care about charity, then fly business class. And if you want to make a different decision, that's your prerogative. So it's all about choice.
Oh, that's interesting. Now, I happen to hate my children, so I would never participate in that. But really speaking, I think that makes sense. I've always tried to be, when I've worked for other companies, I try to be nice and save the money, because it doesn't seem to be a need to waste other money. But this actually convinces folks to do it. Oh, there's something in it for me, and by the way, there's something in it for you too.
That's right. It's a model where everybody wins. Every constituent in the value exchange has something to gain out of the program.
So do you have any anecdotal evidence or actual numbers about how this plays out with a company in the real world? Say XYZ company is spending X amount of money on travel per year. What kind of buy-in are they getting in terms of percentages of folks within the company saying, hey, I'm going to help out?
Sure. So for every dollar of travel, we typically see around 15 to 20 cents on the dollar returned in savings. Of that, half is split between the company and employee. So after the employee benefits are distributed back to employees, a typical client of ours will reduce their spend around 10%. So that's on a year-on-year basis.
So how does your technology work in there to actually bring this to life? Because can I just say, oh, I could have spent $10,000, but I spent $50?
Yeah, but at scale, at places that we power, like Kellogg's, like Twitter, these are multinational, very large organizations that need systems and processes to manage this program. Lots of companies, smaller companies, do this on an ad hoc basis, right? Stay on a friend's couch, we'll pay you $75 a night, or fly coach at a business, we'll give you 50 cents a mile. Rocketrip enables and powers this for the largest global organizations worldwide. We inject our user experience into the existing travel management workflow that a client uses, whether it's Concur or whatever travel management company. The employee sees the Rocketrip experience inside of the online booking tool. So you're allowed to fly business class, but we're right there alongside saying, hey, if you fly coach and you save the company $7,000, $3,500 goes to you in Rocketrip reward points.
Wow. I mean, that really puts it out there. I mean, if you show it side by side, I think then people are actually going to react at a higher percentage rate than if it's just a theoretical savings.
And it's very meaningful because it's not just about cash, it's about things that really matter to you. It's about Bloomingdale's or Home Depot or Best Buy or Amazon gift cards. It's about charity. It's about, again, your kids' tuition, gifting your points to your colleagues. We have a very neat program called Copilot, where if an EA books travel on an executive's behalf, 20% of the savings that she or he generates goes to them. And so now it's not just about who's traveling, it's about who's managing, who's booking travel, who's invested in the conversation about cost sensitivity inside the organization.
So what's the best way to roll out a program like this if you have a particular type of, particular larger size company where you need this?
Well, you reach out to us as a first step. We have a conversation. We actually, as part of our evaluation process, will take a year's worth of historical data, and we will actually simulate for you and come back to you and tell you, look, you spend $50 million a year in travel. We expect to reduce that by $14 million. Here's exactly how we're going to do it. And then we engage with you. We either run a subset of your organization, or we deploy to the entire North American population, whatever it is. And we run the program for a year or 2 years or 3 years. And after that, we reevaluate how we've done, how we've performed, and we go from there. All of our agreements are guaranteed, which means that if you don't at least see twice as much as you've invested in savings, we refund your investment because we know it works.
Well, it seems to me makes a whole lot of sense. It seems like a whole lot to gain and nothing to lose.
That's right.
Right. Excellent. I think I think that about covers it. Anything I missed, Dan?
No, this is fantastic.
All right, excellent. Hey, that was really terrific. Think about how to help your customers, your clients, everybody save more money by incentivizing. Get them to do the right thing by, I don't know, bribing them a little bit, make them feel good about themselves. I got a couch on Long Island. If anyone wants to stay at it, I take pretty cheap kickbacks for Glenn Hausman and Dan Ruch over here. Thanks for watching Here to Stay TV, brought to you by Bridge Street.